It's 12 o'clock somewhere. It just happens to be 12 o'clock in Fort Collins, Colorado. Hey everybody, this is Leslie from GoToKitchens.com. Splat is in the house and he has brought his cousins with him. How's everybody doing today? Oh, turn around camera. Hi everybody, it's good to see you. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. We are making homemade peppermint patties. I know, they're cute, right? Aren't they adorable? This is actually what we're giving away today. This is what we're giving away today. I'm going to tell you guys how to do that, right? Drum roll. Remember in Christmas Vacation? Okay, sorry. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Rosemary. You know what? I do not know your name. Is it? Oh, man. I do know your name. I can't remember. But hello. It's good to see you. I hope you win. Everybody's going to hope that they win. Hey, Marcy. My peppermint apron, right? That was like accidentally on purpose. The reason I hardly ever wear an apron when I cook, you guys know that. The reason that I'm actually wearing an apron is because I'm working with chocolate and I don't want to mess up my sweater for my date tonight. So, hi Karen, it's good to see you guys. So this is what we're giving away today, and I am going to teach you guys. I'm going to tell you how to do that. I know, totally Christmas in the Christmas spirit. I'm not giving away my peppermint apron, Lisa. Holy cow, you always want all my stuff. Stop. Just kidding. Splat is actually, I'm giving away a splat tonight. I'm going to give away a splat tonight in the Blab with Dr. Christine. So tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be on blab.im. We are going to be sharing our Christmas nightmare stories in the kitchen. So I have a really good one to share. She has a really good one to share. We're going to share this tonight, and we're going to invite you guys to come in and share your stories. Best story, like the one that makes Christine and I literally like fall over laughing because it's so horrid and bad, will actually win a splat tonight. So 2 giveaways from Go To Kitchens today. Today in this scope, I'm giving away these guys. And tonight on my Blab with Dr. Christine, I'm giving away a splat. All right. And I don't know if she's giving away anything or not. So let me introduce myself. My name is Leslie. I have a website, GoToKitchens.com. There is nothing for sale over at Go To Kitchens. The only thing I want you to buy is I want you to buy into your own health. And that is the reason Go To Kitchens exists. I don't know the answer to that question. Do you have to have a Twitter account for Blab? I think you do, actually. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. You know what? I'm going to throw a link up that you can watch. You won't be able to comment or even win anything, but you can. Okay, no, you don't. Thank you. Thanks for answering that. Thanks for answering that, Sherry. Stacy, no, you do not. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question. But Sherry's saying no. All right, so in this Periscope today, I'm giving this away. This is how you win this. Thank you guys for sharing out, by the way. This is how you win this, all right? So this is going to be slightly complicated because all these giveaways are a little bit complicated. So sometime during the scope today, first thing you need to do is you need to follow me on Twitter. So to win this, you actually have to have a Twitter account. So you need to follow me on Twitter at GoToKitchens. It's right in the title of the scope, at GoToKitchens. Follow me there, okay? Then you need to win this guy, all right, to win this guy, then you need to take a screenshot of a stupid face. Now, I'm going to give you guys lots of opportunities because I make the most craziest faces when I Periscope. You guys send me some of the funniest stuff. So something funny, whatever you think. Best one, the one that gets the most hearts by the end of tonight, all right? I know, it's always Twitter. You need to get a Twitter account. So the best one that gets the most hearts by the end of the night wins this spatula. All right, wins this penguin splat. All right, so one more time, follow me on Twitter. Tag me in a post at GoToKitchens. I have to see it. It has to come up in my Twitter feed. So at GoToKitchens, tag me with a silly photo from today's scope. The one that gets the most hearts, okay? The one that gets the most hearts by the end of the evening wins this. All right? Now then, if there is a tie, the tie will be broken by Robin, and he will pick the funniest face, okay? That's how we're going to do it today. All right, so that's how you win this.
I can't stand the pressure.
That's how you win this. And he doesn't know any of you guys, so there's no like, he's just going to pick a funny face and that's who wins. All right. Okay. So there is your opportunity. All right. If you take a screenshot, put it in me. One with the most hearts wins this guy right here. Got him? Woo. Woo. All right. And you can name him too. I'm not going to name him. I'll leave that up to you. You can let me know what you name him. All right. That's going to come in your mailbox. Everybody got that? All right. So Blab tonight, 6 p.m. This wins this. Today's Periscope wins this. Now we're going to make some chocolate peppermint patties. You're thinking, thank God, finally, you're going to make something. Holy cow, what are you doing? Commercial's over. Yes, you have to take a screenshot from this Periscope. All right. So, and I will know it's from this Periscope because what I'm wearing. Okay. So yes, you can log in with, yes, that's absolutely. All right. So Splat and I are going to make some peppermint patties. This is a super easy, fun recipe. This is actually something you can get in with your kids and get them to help you make this. It's so much fun. You're going to love it. They are so yummy and they are actually kind of good for you because you're going to get a lot of coconut oil in one peppermint patty. So about a tablespoon of coconut oil with each peppermint patty. But I don't want to give it all away. What am I doing? Giving it all away. Don't give it all away. Okay. So, all right. So here we go. You guys, if you follow me, you know that I make my own chocolate. All right. This is a giant chocolate bar. Literally, this is a giant chocolate bar. So I make my own chocolate. Louise Randall actually put one on Healthy Surrender that she made these beautiful little candies with this recipe. And I was like, mine's not pretty like that. I don't have that pretty of a chocolate. But she made these gorgeous chocolates. So if you make, this is actually, if you follow me at Go To Kitchens, this recipe is on my website. Just type in chocolate, you'll see it. Make your own homemade chocolate. This is paleo chocolate. There is no, it is not vegan because it has honey in it. And neither is this that we're making today. It has honey in it. But it is vegetarian. But you can make your own recipe with your chocolate. Now that if you don't want to make your own chocolate, just go get yourself some organic chocolate bars. What I'm going to show you today is actually, I've already made some ahead so that I can show you a finished product. Well, that's not true. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway, all right, so here we go. So we're going to melt this chocolate. Just use, if you don't want to make your own chocolate, just use your own, just go and buy some vegan chocolate. This, my friends, is why I'm wearing my apron today, because this will get everywhere. So that's why I'm wearing my apron today. I know, right? See, I give you guys plenty of opportunities to screenshot me. That is for sure. All right, so Splat's going to help me out here, and we are going to put the equal of like 3 large candy bars in here. Don't ask me in cups. I don't know how many cups that is. I would say it's probably about, when it's melted, it's about 2 cups of chocolate there. So, all right. So we're going to melt this down. This is going to take a minute because you have to go slow. You can't go fast. So give me, I wanted to show you how to do it. This is, you notice I am not using a Splat Rules. That's right. Hey, Karen, it's good to see you. This is not a double broiler that I'm using for this. This type of chocolate, as long as you're on a low heat, because it's made with coconut oil, you do not need to go through that whole double broiler thing. I'm totally licking my finger. I'm sorry. You guys, look away. Everybody look away. I'm licking my finger. So good. Love chocolate. There is some sugar in this recipe, so if you're avoiding sugar, this is probably not the recipe for you. It's in the... It is... This is for the homemade chocolate. You may, it depends on what kind of chocolate you buy, but you may want to double broil or other types of chocolate. So it is delicious. It is so good. It is so, so good. Some of you have made this and you've been like sending me messages going, you've been sending me a message thanking me for showing you how to make chocolate at home. This chocolate is actually, if you're not familiar with it, this is made with cacao, coconut oil, a little bit of vanilla, and honey. And you just basically put all that in a pan and melt it all together. And then, but there is a process, so you need to watch the recipe. But there is a process to do that. But that is what is in here. Now, cacao is actually a superfood. Cacao is amazing for you. And this chocolate is so, so good for you. Yeah, that's what's in here. The recipe is on my website at Go To Kitchens. You can't miss it. So you want to, when you melt your chocolate, you want to do it on a low heat because you're going to use this in your candies in just a second. So, and you're going to use coconut oil in it. So you do not want it to be too hot and you don't want it to burn because icky, ick, 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 burnt chocolate, ick. Don't do that. Sorry, missing comments. Yeah, right? Don't eat too much chocolate. This is not guilt-free. These are not guilt-free. These are not, you know, this is not something that you can make and go, oh, well, these are good for me, so I'm going to eat the whole bunch. This is not something like this. This is something that you make and you have for movie night or something. It is a treat. So, yes, death by chocolate. Isn't there a movie or something like that? There's something kind of like, I don't know, some kind of movie. I don't know what that is. Yes, it's a better alternative. Thank you, Liam. Liam says it perfectly there. This chocolate actually has a little bit of coconut flake in it, so I'm going to have a little bit of coconut flavor in here. You can't see them, but okay, see that? Willy Wonka would be proud. I think I should start a healthy Willy Wonka chocolate company. What would we call it? Wonka-lot? All right, so you don't want any bumps, lumps, clumps. You don't want anything like that in this chocolate. You want it to be nice and smooth. That is, that's super important, but you do not want it to burn. You do not want it to burn. Hey there, it's good to see you, Wendy. Thanks for being here. Yes, these are great substitute. Okay, but you know what? These have to have a warning label. These have to have a little bit of a warning label because they're really good and you're going to want to just keep eating them. And you're going to get this notion in your mind that, oh, it's kind of good for me so I can keep eating them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Especially if you're on a weight loss journey. This is a treat. Okay, so no lumps or bumps. You can see that? See how smooth my chocolate is? That's what you want. I'm just going to set that aside. I'm going to turn off my burner and I'm going to set that aside. We are going to use it in just a minute. Just a moment. Now we are going to move over to the other part of the kitchen. Oh, look, you just saw look at all my refrigerator magnets. I'll go slow. La, la. Okay, so now, oh, sorry, hold on. Now we are going over to my favorite spot in my kitchen, which is my cutting board. I love my cutting board. We use this a lot. Hey, Robin, can you do me a favor and close one of those windows? That is really bright. Ooh, look, I have chocolate underneath my fingernail. Oh, I'm not flipping you guys off. Look it. Yeah, you just don't eat a lot of it. That's what's going to help you keep it on track with your weight loss journey. So just don't eat, don't go downtown crazy with this. All right. So thank you, babe. Whew, that was really bright. We still have a lot of snow out, and so it's totally bright outside. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need this. This is like, number 15 of my favorite kitchen tools, a stainless steel bowl. All right. You're going to need that. I'm saying all right a lot. All right. All right. You got it? Then you're going to need 2 cups of coconut oil. You want solid coconut oil. I'm going to put some in here. You want solid coconut oil for this. This is going to actually be the filling for the chocolate. Okay. All right. All right. You got that? That's my Texas coming out every once in a while. So, okay, if I scope from Texas, you guys, when I'm in Texas, you'll be like, you have an accent? Because most people are like, you're from Texas? Really? You don't have an accent. Until I get back into Texas. And then it's like, soon as I hit the border, I have an accent. It just like pops on or something. I don't know what happens. So, okay, so we're going to put now I've already done a cup of this. So what you're going to see here is just 1 cup of coconut oil. But I have another cup already made in the freezer. This does require a freezer, by the way. If you don't have a freezer, you could put it in the refrigerator, but freezer's best. You want them to be kind of hard when you get them before you put them in the chocolate. So, do you? That's awesome, Wendy. See, I'm not the only person that does crazy stuff like that. Gary, happens to me, y'all. That is one thing that I never really picked up on was the whole y'all thing. I don't know why. I don't think I say it very often. Do I say it? I don't think I say it. All right, so we're going to use 1 cup of, I need to turn my camera. This is going to get messy in here, I can already tell. All right, so from Yankee to Red. That's very funny, Dad. I need a t-shirt that says that. Hey, everybody, Gary McGaw is my dad. So when you see a harassment from him, that's because he gave me life. So he can harass me if he wants to. Okay, so here we go. We are going to put 1 cup of coconut oil. Now then, if you're making the full recipe, you would do 2 cups right now. I actually like to do it in stages like this because then I can melt my chocolate. I have some in the freezer that are ready to go. These can go right in the freezer when they're ready to put on the wax paper. And yes, and so I kind of do it in stages like that. Okay, so there we go. 1 cup of coconut oil. To this, we are going to add 1/4 of a cup. So the full recipe would be 1/2 cup. Maybe we are. Oh my gosh, Robin!
Yes?
Help!
What?
I can't get the lid off of my honey. My honey is going to open my honey. That's right, Mr. Muscles. That's right.
Yeah, it gets a little sticky there.
I know. Sticky, sticky. Can you pry that off there too? I have help in the kitchen. He's my sous chef today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so, sorry. Yes, dear, honey, dear. We're going to do 1/4 of a cup of honey in here. This is the only sweetener besides the chocolate, which has a little honey in it as well, that we are going to use. So 1/4 of a cup for 1 cup. Chocolate kombucha. My dad made kombucha last night, you guys. What? That's insane. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know the big news that my dad made kombucha last night. That is crazy town. I'm so excited about it. It's awesome. I can't wait to try it. I'm going to be there next week, and I can't wait to try his kombucha. Awesome. Kombucha is a fermented tea drink. Who asked that? Karen? Kombucha is a fermented tea. It's actually really good for your digestive system. It's good for your energy levels. Super, super good. Yeah, it's really good. It has a natural probiotic in it from a SCOBY, and it makes you really, it gives you lots of energy. It cleans you out. It does all kinds of good things. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So to this, now then, if you are an essential oils person, you can certainly use essential oils for this. I am going to use maybe. If you guys can see that, you can't. Look at my fingernail. It's so gross. Anybody get that one? Okay, nobody got that one. Seriously, I don't think anybody got that screenshot. Remember, screenshot, tweet it out to win. Most hearts wins. Most hearts by the end of the day wins. Okay? Most hearts from the tweet that you tweet out of me making stupid faces. Most hearts wins. All right. So this is peppermint extract. I know. Do it again. Marcy, not fair. I'm not doing it again. There's my finger. It's gross. It's got chocolate on it. Okay. So this is just organic peppermint extract. I'm going to do basically a teaspoon of this in this mixture. The recipe that you will see online later today will actually show you the 2 cup measurements, and you can half them and make them in batches. If you are using essential oils, you can certainly use your essential oils if you're using essential oils that are graded for consumption. If you do that, you do not use 2 teaspoons, all right, or a teaspoon. That would be bad. That would be way too pepperminty. Evan is not here, and I'm not sure how many that you would want to use, but you would not want to use that much. I'm going to use 1/2 teaspoon, so same 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to use that. You guys think about this when you're cooking. Yes, of course. Yes, and harmful too, right? It can be very harmful. So I would stick with the peppermint extract personally. Oh yes, he's there. Evan, if we used peppermint oil in this recipe, how much peppermint essential oils would we need to use? I would say probably like 2, maybe 2 drops. So this is my homemade vanilla. So when you're in the kitchen, to simplify things for yourself, so you know that you're going to want 1 teaspoon of the vanilla, of the peppermint, right? So you use your 1/2 teaspoon, and then you don't have to dirty it up twice because you know you're just going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla in here, and then you don't have to dirty up 2 spoons. You can just put in that twice. So yes, this is my homemade vanilla. It is actually super yummy. I love it, love it, love it. It has the best flavor. Yeah, it has the best flavor, and it's just really, really good. It did turn out fine. I really like it. It has a nice vanilla flavor to it. I think the key is splitting the beans. So you're gonna get a little residue in the bottom. See the residue from the beans? Those are all, there's 1 drop, no more than 2. Thank you so much, Evan. So if you're using essential oils, 1 drop, no more than 2, and it's still gonna be really strong. A lot stronger than peppermint extract. Let's just be super fair. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, you have to be super careful. Yes, this is very strong, but you can see the vanilla beans down in the bottom, but I did split my bean, and I think that made a difference in my vanilla extract. So, okay, so all the ingredients are down in the bowl. Get down in the bowl ingredients. They're down in the bowl, and we are just gonna scrumble these up. Do you know how to scrumble? Do you have any idea how to scrumble? I know, all good stuff inside. It's amazing, right? These are all controlled ingredients, all right? So when I go scrumble, scrumble, get ready to scrumble, I am teaching you. This is how you scrumble, right here. Scrumbling it up. Scrumble means mix, stir, beat, whatever. That's just the go-to kitchen's word. It's actually my husband's word, and I totally ripped him off. I did. I totally stole his term. But yes, I just think it's so funny. When I met him and he said, yeah, scrumble that up, I was like, what does that mean? Yes, so this is scrumbling right here. Mixing it all together. Scramble and rumble, that's right. Let's get ready to scrumble. Oh, yeah, there's so many words that you could put into scrumble. All right, now this makes this beautiful, you can't see it, there you go. This makes this beautiful, just slightly off-white color, and it's so yummy. Now I want you to taste it. I will tell you that I have been told that if I were to be on TV ever, that I can't do this, but I'm not yet, so I'm gonna do it anyway, which I'm gonna use my own finger, and I'm gonna taste this. Yes, it's absolutely perfect. Those measurements are spot on correct. It is just sweet enough. It is just pepperminty enough. If you wanted it like uber peppermint, you could add another half a teaspoon in there. I like it just a little bit of peppermint. I like a hint of peppermint. If you want more, you could add more. It's not going to hurt the mixture to do that. Okay, so now, ta-da! So now, here is the trick. I'm going to come out of frame so you guys can't see me, but you can watch what I'm doing. Here's one of my favorite tricks. All right, so I'm going to clean. That's loud, sorry. Sorry, it's loud. Oh, and it just flew over there. Sorry. Okay, so now, like, when I'm cleaning, I'm going to find, like, this weird splat of coconut oil, and I'm going to be like, what is that? That looks really nasty. What is that? It's going to just be in some random spot somewhere, and I'll find it. I know when you're at, oh. So funny. All right, so I'm going to take about, this is probably a tablespoon right here. I'm going to do that. This is the best way to do this, and you're going to just plop it. Another word that I use, plop, all right? I know, that's so funny. And I'll probably be like touching it. What is that? A heaping, that's right. Heaping tablespoon. Okay, oh, it's about to fall off there. I'm gonna sling it around, it's gonna end up on the ceiling. So, all right, so then you're gonna have a cookie sheet ready with just some wax paper on it. Just put some wax paper down. You do not have to use parchment for this. Just use wax paper. Wax paper. Scrumble and plop. Scrumble and plop. That's right. You guys are so funny. I can't believe, I never knew that I used so many odd words in all my life until I came on Periscope, and then it was like, really? Do I say that? So funny. All right, scrumble and plop. So you're gonna just start, and you're just gonna plop one of these babies down, and then you're gonna mash it. Can you guys see that at all? You can. Then you're gonna kind of mash it down with your spoon. Now, thicker is better. So you want them to be pretty generous. And this isn't like baking. These can be all different sizes if you want. So I like a couple of bite sizes. So like a small peppermint patty, right? I know, I'm weird. Weirdly positive. Crazy pants. Oh, this is not like baking. So you can make these all different sizes if you want. And you are just going to make little plops of those. They do not have to be pretty. In fact, they're better if they're not pretty. I like them to be just slightly messy, honestly. They look better. They look homemade, and that's what I want. You can make little ones if you wanted to do smaller ones, like bite-sized ones. You could do that. You could make little baby ones. Those are hard, though. Don't do that. You could make little mint sizes. So maybe like a little dinner mint size. You could do that. But I like the big ones, so I'm going with the big ones. You could put this in a mold and freeze it. You know, if you like perfection, if you like straight edges, then you could put it in a mold and freeze it. That would absolutely be fine as well. These are a great treat. If your family likes peppermint patties, mine loves them. Me and Robin and I, we love them. I almost said me and Robin, good Lord. We love them. So these are perfect for us. And you're just gonna put those right out there. Now then, through the magic of television, this is not television, but whatever. I have some ready already. I made them ahead of time. I'm doing good with that. You guys have to be proud of me. I'm actually doing really good at this whole make ahead thing. I'm learning as I go ahead. I know, I ripped her off yesterday too, Evan. Did you hear me rip her off yesterday too? All right, so I'm gonna set those aside. Watch this. So these are ones that I made earlier today. And they are hard. See? Hard. I just want to eat it just like this. Quite frankly, I just want to stick this whole thing in my mouth. You could do that, by the way, but it's better in chocolate. So yes, so those are frozen. I'm going to go get my chocolate now. Hold on. Splat and I are going to do some work. I'm back. My chocolate is still nice and melted, and it's actually cooled off. Okay, so here's a trick. Here's a trick. I learned this the hard way. This recipe will be on my site tonight after 5 p.m. After 5 p.m. tonight, that's the true all week. I have been posting my recipes that I've been making because I've been in the kitchen all week for you guys. It's my Christmas present to you, being in the kitchen all week, because you always request that I'm in the kitchen. So I have been in the kitchen all week with you guys, and it's my Christmas present to you guys. So you can find this recipe on my website tonight after 5 p.m. Mountain Time. It will be up and ready for you. So after the blab, go right over to Go-To Kitchens and find the recipe. So there is no elegant way to do this. I missed that. I'm a slow reader. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love it in the kitchen too. It's my favorite place to be. You guys secretly know that, right? So here's a tip. Here's the big tip. You do not want your chocolate to be hot or even really warm. You want it to be just barely warm where it stays melted, okay? Because if you don't, as soon as you put these in here, guess what happens? They melt because they're coconut oil, and coconut oil melts really, really fast. So it melts at like 63 degrees or something like that. It starts to melt. So yes, so you want these to be in the freezer for about 20 to 30 minutes before you stick them in your chocolate. I actually made these not those. These, you absolutely could add anything you wanted to these. You could add whatever kind of whatever you wanted. Coconut, chia, anything like that would be absolutely amazing. Salt, if you like salted chocolate, you could do that. You could do orange zest. You could do all kinds of things in your mixture. Yummy. Hello. Yummy. So you just want, I would just touch the chocolate, make sure it's not super hot, and then stick this finger in your mouth because that's very important. Sorry. All right, so this is a perfect temperature actually for this. I'm going to just put these right down in here, and I'm going to just drizzle some chocolate over it. You can flip them over. I just try to submerge it, and then it needs to come right back out. You can use a spatula. I know, right? Who wouldn't be all over that? They're going to be a little bit soft when they come out, so that's okay. Use a spatula and just put them right down back onto your wax paper. So simple, so easy. There is just no super elegant way to do this other than this. You want them nice and covered though. You can do a second dip if you were so inclined. You could put them in the freezer and then dip them again. No, I'm not using Mason or the microplane today. What? What kind of kitchen is this anyway? What are you trying to pull? Such a goober. Oh my goodness, I'm a goober. You guys, I really do have this much energy. I don't know if you really want to know that but I really do have this much energy. So somebody may be saying out there, that would be easier to do with a spoon. Yes, it would be, but it's not as easy to get it out of the chocolate. My finger, I know, you could use your fingers if you wanted to. You could. Now then, unfortunately for all of us, I don't have any that are chocolate covered that are ready to yank out of the freezer. So, I know, right? Dad's kombucha is kicked in. My dad said the first time he had it that it made him run around like his puppy. He was like, man, I have a lot of energy. Is that kombucha? I was like, yeah. Hello. Kombucha is an energy boost. I can't drink it at night. Like if I don't drink it before 5 p.m., I cannot drink it. Well, I thank you for saying so. Okay, I know this is like long and tedious, but you guys bear with me. I only have 6 more to do. Only 6, that's all. Okay, you have to make these. Who's going to make these? Raise your hand or give me a thumbs up if you're going to make these. Who has already taken a picture? If you have already taken a picture and tweeted it out, all right? If you've already taken a silly, crazy Leslie picture and you have already tweeted it out, raise your hands and tell me if you're going to make these. Who's making these? Raise your hand. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. You guys send me pictures. Send me pictures when you make stuff. It makes my day. Awesome, awesome, awesome. When you guys make stuff like this and you tweet it out to me or you do it on Facebook, it's so amazing. It makes me so happy. It makes me want to just get in the kitchen and be here all the time with you guys and teach you amazing, healthy recipes like this. So, yes, so amazing. You are getting a good dose of fat in this. If you are on a low-fat diet, which you should not be, but if you're on a low-fat diet, this is probably not that. Why only 1 at a time? Because they'll melt. The chocolate is just a little bit warm, and so if I put like 2 in at a time, I can't get them out fast enough before they actually start melting, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want them to melt down into my chocolate, so that's why. That's why I actually had an answer. Awesome! Sometimes you guys ask me questions and I'm like, I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Laughter is contagious. I hope when you don't wash my scopes, but when you watch my scopes that you're actually giggling. Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, low carb. This is great. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. One more. Woohoo! Let's hear it for the last one. I'm actually going to tell you a secret. Here's my secret. I'm going to tell you a secret right now. That's awesome. Thanks, Karen. So here's my secret. Don't tell anybody. I mean, I know that this is live, you know, and you could tell everybody, and you have me on record even saying it, but, oh, gosh. But tonight I'm going to go see a movie, and instead of having candy or whatever at the movie theater, shh, I'm being quiet. Shh. Instead of having candy at the movie theater, I'm actually going to smuggle these in. I'm going to smuggle like 2 a piece in for us, and we're going to have them at the movie. I smuggle my kombucha too sometimes, depending on what time the movie is. Shh. Shh, don't tell anybody. Shh, be very quiet. I don't know. It's some silly movie. Some silly Christmas movie. It looked, I can't remember the name of it. It looked like The Hangover, except with Christmas. That ought to be fun. Okay, these are already setting up. You can see right here how the chocolate is kind of gotten, because these are frozen, excuse me, the chocolate has gotten a little bit, I do too, I love silly. I'm the queen of silly, obviously. No, I don't like silly. I hate it when people are silly. Anyway, so you can see that you see the wet ones back here, and you see where these have hardened up just a little bit. I'm going to stick them in the freezer for like 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and have a bite. So hold on just a second. They're really pretty though, aren't they? Don't they look like homemade deliciousness? I know. They are delicious. I'm weird. Woo! I'm weirdly happy, it's for sure. I almost knocked over part of my rigging just now. I almost crashed part of my studio rigging. You guys don't know it, but I have like studio lights, I have studio shades, I have all kinds of stuff that I set up in my kitchen every time I do this. So we'll put those in the freezer in just a second. So I'm just gonna stand here and stir chocolate and look like I'm doing something. Does anybody have any questions? Can I answer any questions for you? Anyone? Anyone? I'd be happy to answer any questions about chocolate or otherwise. My favorite subject, chocolate. Poor Splat. Poor little Splat. He got all dirty. All right, so here's a couple of announcements. Tonight at 6 p.m., Dr. Christine, the digestion doc, and I are going to be on blab.im. I sweetened it with honey. So the chocolate is sweetened with honey. That's homemade chocolate that I made. That chocolate is sweetened with honey, and so is the mixture that goes inside. So yes, and you could do less or more depending on what your diet is requiring. So tonight, because the difference between cocoa and cacao, it's actually the part of the bean that it comes from. Maybe the region that it's grown. I don't know. That's a trick question, JC. I don't know. I can tell you that cacao is an amazing food for you, and I think cocoa has actually been cut with other things, so it's more processed, and cacao is more of the natural. Evan, do you know the answer to that question? And cacao is more of a natural, is less processed, I think is the correct answer. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong. I don't know everything. I try really hard to know everything. I'm getting there. Yeah, you're welcome. Maybe you know the answer, JC. Is that a trick question? I know, it is so much better. Somebody gave me that idea. If you're gonna, every time you cook, you should just go on and post the recipe so everybody can focus on what you're doing and seeing the process instead of trying to write a recipe down. And you can leave comments and do all that kind of crazy stuff as well. So, so yes, tonight, 6 p.m., Dr. Christine, the digestion doc, and I are going to be on blab.im. It is an app. You can get it on your phone. You can get it on your iPad. You can get it on your computer. If you have the app or you're on your PC and you go right to blab.im, by the way, if you are an Apple user, if you have Apple computer, not phone, not iPad, but actual, like the laptop or the desktop, you have to open Blab in Google Chrome. You cannot, or Firefox, you cannot open it in, it's 6 p.m. Eastern. You cannot open it in Safari. It is not compatible yet. They are working on it. So you have to open it in Google Chrome or Firefox, just an FYI. We would love for you guys to come and share your Christmas stories with us. This is just a, yes. Our topic tonight is holiday blunders, so kitchen blunders. So I'm going to share one. She's going to share one. I'm trying to get my dad on tonight to share one. He has a really, really good one. And everybody's going to be on sharing, and you can come on live. You don't have to come on camera. We can just do audio only, and share your Christmas stories. Best Christmas stories. So the one that actually makes Christine and I like fall out of our chairs laughing wins a maximum splat, which means a big splat. This is a mini splat. It's not a mini, it's a medium splat. Yeah, I did not find the turkey picture or the video. I cannot find it. Yes, Lampoon turkeys. That's right, Dad. So you guys, please come on tonight. It is going to be so much fun. It is just a little bit of lightness right before the holidays that we get to share with you guys. And we want to share right before Christmas, almost the week. It's like Christmas Eve this time next week, right?
Humbug.
And so we want to share a little bit of holiday fun with you guys and a little bit of silliness. And that's what we're doing tonight. We're not selling you anything. There's nothing for sale. It's just going to be, I know, it is just going to be just a fun, silly time tonight. So please, please, please join us and join in on the fun. It's going to be fun. Silly, crazy. You guys know, I don't know if you've ever seen Dr. Christine and I together, but that alone is enough silliness for anybody. I know it's true. Can you get Edison on video now? No, he's sleeping. Oh my God, you just tweeted. Is that your first tweet, Karen? She just tweeted. tweet, 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 tweet. I hate that word tweet. I really do. I've hated it since it came out, but yeah. So what do you do? This is actually, there will be very little leftover chocolate, and I will actually just re-cool it, so, and it makes little chocolate bars and use it again. So is that the poop lady? No, the digestion doc is not the Duchess of Dudo. Awesome, Karen. Thank you. Thank you so much from the very bottom of my heart. I love that you did that. Thank you. I did not tweet anything until Periscope came around. Then I'm like tweeting all the time. So tweet, tweet. Hi, Jonathan. Thanks for being here. No, you're talking, Dad, you were talking about the Janet, the Duchess of Doo-Doo. No, she's not there, but Christine does focus on digestion, and she does talk about poop. I have actually seen Dr. Christine draw poop on a whiteboard. I've seen her do it. So yes. So you guys join us tonight, and then I'm going to pull the chocolate out in just a second. So you guys hang with me for just a second. But then I know I'm a Twitter newbie too. So I'm having to learn as I go with Twitter. So yes, tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, Dr. Christine and I are doing a blab. And then on January 14th, I want you to mark your calendar of the most epic scope day ever. That's what I want you to put on your calendar. Most epic scope day ever. Because on January 14th, I'm actually going to be live with the digestion doc. She's flying to Denver. We are flying to San Francisco together for the Periscope Summit. When we get to this Periscope Summit, there's some of you that are going to be there. 3 p.m. Eastern, that's right. There's some of you that are going to be there. We are going to be scoping all day long, and it's going to be crazy. We're going to be scoping with some of your favorites. We're going to hook up with some of your favorite people on here, some of your favorite health and wellness people. At 3 p.m. Pacific on January 14th, there is going to be a gathering of those people. We're going to be scoping and throwing down people. I don't know if Janet's coming, but there are tons and tons of us. Roz is going to be there. I know, it's so exciting. Can't wait. It's going to be an epic scope day. So mark your calendars, January 14th, you guys. If you're not there, if you are at the Periscope Summit and you don't come find me, you can't ever watch any of my Periscopes ever again. I'm just kidding, of course. I know, to be on that flight, right? We're trying to get Lenny. We're begging Lenny. We're doing everything because Lenny lives in Denver here as well, and are in Colorado. She lives in Denver. So Chrome or Firefox. Chrome or Firefox. Those are the only ones. If you're a Mac user, if you're a PC user, no problem, because you're going to use Explorer or Google Chrome or Firefox. So I know, right? It's going to be crazy. Liam. Oh yeah, Liam, you said you weren't going because, well, I know why. Liam, everybody give Liam up. Because he needs to come to San Francisco. Liam. In-laws. You don't have to stay with them. Stay at the hotel. You don't even have to tell them you're there. Don't even tell them. They won't know. All right. Here we go. Fresh out of the freezer. Now wait till I show you this. Wait till I show you this. So they peel off, you know, just like this. And if you wanted to, you can make them pretty and pull off the little edges of the chocolate. Man, I say leave it. The more chocolate, the better. I know, just don't tell them you're there. That's all you have to do. Okay, ready? Watch. Ready? Oh, I know you're jealous. You look at my fingernail. It's so gross looking. It looks like I've been gardening or something. Watch. It's from the chocolate, by the way. That right there, I'm not flipping you guys off, but that underneath my finger. It's awesome. They like sense that you're there. I know that he's here somewhere. It's awesome. Okay, yeah, so that's chocolate underneath my fingernails, so please don't be grossed out. All right, ready? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? It won't break. I'm kidding, it won't break. Hold on. Ready, let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so yummy. It wouldn't break. That's so funny. It's so yummy. Look at that. Tell me that that does not look like a peppermint patty. For reals. Now, really? What are you doing? Why aren't you making these? You leave the scope right now and go make these. How amazing. I'm going to have a bite. Be still my heart. I'm gonna have to fight not to eat these all day long. They melt in your mouth because your mouth is hot. If you have a lot of hot air, like I do, if you have a lot of hot air like I do, this is a commercial for these. These just melt in your mouth, and they are so stupid, crazy, amazing. You gotta make them good. I know, they literally melt in your mouth. Commercial break again. I know. Look, I have chocolate all over me. This is the warning label. Here's the warning label with chocolate like this, okay? And these. Don't leave these in your car. Don't leave these unless it's like 17 degrees like it is here. Then you can leave them in your car. But if it's hot, don't leave them in the car. I know. You want one? I wish I could send them to you. You cannot mail these. They will melt and become mush, okay? So these are not something that you... That's awesome, Karen. That's so awesome. I want two, right? I know. Who wants just one? Yes. So you cannot, if you're taking them on location, if you're taking these to a party on location, make sure that they stay cold. So you might want to just stick them in an ice cooler or something like that. But yes, and you can leave them out on the counter in the winter, in a house that's nice and warm. So how many are these going to make? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21. There's another one left in here. 21, 22. If you made them smaller, 2 dozen. You want 21, right? All of them. I'll just take all of them. I'll have what she's having. Okay. So amazing, so easy. This is Fancy Pants healthy candy that is not totally guilt-free. It is not totally guilt-free, but it is darn close. It's about as close as you're gonna get because they are so good. You know that reference, right? I'm not gonna do it so you guys can forget about it. You can forget about it, but they are that good. They are that good. I can tell you that. So you want Splat. Splat, you can win Splat tonight. Come on to the Blab, come on live and tell us a funny Christmas story and you can win Splat tonight. Yeah, screenshot. Screenshot again. I'm going to give you some opportunities. Here's all the opportunities for screenshots. Ready? Are you ready? Oh. Now, if those are not screenshot opportunities, I don't know what is. So if you screenshot me doing crazy stuff like I always do, if you screenshotted me and you follow me on Twitter, you don't have a funny Christmas food story? What, are you perfect? Come on, you have one. I know you did. I know you do. Everybody has a crazy Christmas story. I know, smizing. Liam, that's like the best compliment ever because I have another secret to tell you. This is secret day. I have a secret. Here's another one. Here's another secret. When I travel, especially on long haul flights, I take my iPad or my iPhone and I have every season of America's Next Top Model on my iPad. Because I freaking love that show because I'm crazy like that way. I love it. So got that screenshot. This is what you can win, not this. I love you too. All right. So this is what you can win, not these. You can make these yourselves. It is my guilty pleasure. I'm like a 15-year-old. No offense to any 15-year-olds, but I'm like a 15-year-old. I'm on the plane and I'm like totally just like staring. Watching, laughing, going, ooh, that's really pretty, or oh, wow, she really stinks, or whatever. You know, I hardly ever should say, did I just get chocolate on my elbow? No, okay, good. So yes, so if you follow me on Twitter, you tweet out a crazy picture and it has to be tagged at GoToKitchens. So at GoToKitchens, you have to tag me in the photo. The one with the most hearts tonight. So by the evening, so let's just set a time by 10 p.m. By 10 p.m. Mountain Time tonight, the one with the most hearts, the photo with the most hearts wins this. Okay? God, it seems like a lot of work for a spatula, but you guys are kind of spatula happy, so I think I have something to do with that. Do you want me to sign it? No, I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Yeah, so do it again, Karen, do it again. Just tag me. It's easy to do. Just go back. You can retweet it. Tag me at GoToKitchens. You have to tag me. That's the only way I'm going to see it. I don't go to each individual Twitter account. You have to tag me at GoToKitchens, okay? An autograph splat, right? That's hilarious. Sure, just do what I do. I don't know which one you got. Was it me biting splat? Okay, funniest picture wins. If there's a tie, Robin will be breaking that tie tonight. So there you go, 10 p.m. Mountain Time. Best picture wins this splat tonight. All right, so now you know how to make these. Now we know how to do all this stuff. I love Robin too. I'm going to have another bite because these are amazing. They're so good. They're crazy good. Robin is amazing. Do you know that I wake up every morning? I wake up every morning and I tell him, instead of saying, I see why you're saying that now. That's so funny. Don't try to bribe my husband. No, but I wake up every morning and I tell him that instead of, I mean, I do say I love you, of course, but mostly what I say to him almost every single morning is I say, good morning. Did you know that you're my favorite person on this planet? I tell him every single morning that. I have lots of people that I really love and adore, but he is by far my favorite person on this planet. So pick of what? I don't know. What are you talking about? What you talking about? All right. So what time is it? Oh, this is a long scope. I know. He is my favorite person. I like for him to know that. So I always tell Edison that he's my second favorite person, not to be offended. So I know Dad's like, hey, wait a second. Dad, you are definitely up there in the top, like 5 of favorite people in the whole world. So you come a very close second, Dad. You and Mom are very close seconds to Robin. Oh, okay. So if you have been watching this to learn how to make these amazing little things right here, that part of this is over and you're going to have to watch the replay. Sorry. Yes, thank you. Good. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Is your name really Dee Dee? Is that right? I mean, I see Dee Dee's Sweet Escape, so I'm guessing your name is Dee Dee. It's one of my favorite names ever. I love that name. You're going to tweet again. Now you're going to have 2 tweets and 1 Periscope. You're amazing. Okay. So if you have been watching to learn how to make these, that part of this is over. And I want to share with you an inspirational moment. If you are new to me, please follow me at GoToKitchens, all social media at GoToKitchens. You can find my website at GoToKitchens.com. This recipe will be posted later on this evening. I love the inspirational parts. Good. This is actually going to be posted later on this evening. They are so easy to make. Thank you, Liam. Thank you. And at the end of all of my noon scopes, I do about a 10-minute, unless I get on a soapbox and then it's longer, but I do about a 10-minute inspirational piece. And so I want to inspire you guys to live a life that is amazing. I want you to have a life that you're just like, I can't believe I live this life. It's so amazing. And it doesn't have to be because because it's rocket scientists. It doesn't mean that it's because you're curing cancer or anything like that. You missed it. Oh my God, Janie, you missed it. Janie, you can still win. You can go back and watch the replay, take a screenshot, tweet it out on Twitter, tag me at GoToKitchens. The one with the most hearts wins the spatula's cousin tonight, Splat's cousin tonight. So, so I want you guys to have the most amazing life that you could absolutely possibly have. And I have to tell you, I have built that for myself. This has been hard work. I used to be critical. I used to be hateful. I used to be spiteful. I used to be bitchy, apparently. I used to have all those things going on, and cancer changed my life, and it changed me in a way that it is for the penguin splat. That's right. It changed my life in a way that I could have never imagined. I actually thought I was going to die when I was diagnosed with cancer. I'm serious. I mean, I've always been pretty positive, but I just stressed. I was running around, had lots of energy always my entire life, but just running around and just critical. I used to say I used to tease with the saying, if you don't have something nice to say, come sit by me. That's how critical I was. And if I could find every single one of those person that I released that criticism upon, I wish I could find those people and apologize to them.
Line starts right behind me.
Stop. Whatever.
And she wasn't the B word.
I was pretty bitchy at times. No, he lived with me through some of that period. So after I was diagnosed with cancer, everything changed. And I want to read you guys something. I'm sorry, I'm never prepared. What is wrong with this girl? I'm never prepared for this. It's kind of new on my periscopes, and so I'm learning as I go along. Thank you so much. He is an amazing man. We have an amazing life. We have built an amazing life. It's taken us a lot of trial and error to get to this point in our lives, but we've built an amazing life together. So let me read you something. So I'm reading a book right now called The Art of Happiness. It's actually quotes, well, it's actually some information from the Dalai Lama, and then there's also a narrator, and I can't remember his name, but he's a psychologist, and this is actually a quote from this book this morning. So this is what it says. Reading, I found this. That's the title. You can see right there. Actually, it's my personal page. Yeah, so see, that's me. That's Robin. Okay. You can follow me on Facebook, Leslie Nance. I love it when people do that. I don't friend a lot of people anymore because I'm getting close to 5,000 people, but you can follow me there. So yes, amazing, amazing. I'm forming a great affection for the Dalai Lama. I think he's one of the most peaceful people on the planet. We don't share the same religion, but it's been fascinating to read his beautiful words of wisdom and peace. So hold on, now I messed it all up. Okay. This is a quote. Man is ready and willing to shoulder any suffering as soon and as long as he can see meaning in it. So that's the quote. And then I went on to say, finding purpose in suffering is not always easy. Instead of crying out, why me? Look inward and ask, why me? There you will find your answers. So that was my inspirational post. I hashtag them, hashtag always light, never darkness. My mom and dad taught me to always live in the light, to always, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying that, Janie. That's very sweet. I have always been taught to live in the light, to seek my answers in the light, to not seek my answers in the darkness. That is hard when you're diagnosed with cancer, but it has taken me on a journey through that suffering. Instead of crying, for a little while I cried out, why me? Why in the world did I get cancer? I did that for so many months, like 2 months of this. I was like, why? What stupid dumb old stupid cancer. and then it hit me. I had a literally a come to Jesus moment, and it was like, wait a second. I shouldn't be crying out, why me? I should be looking inward and asking, now why me? Why did I have cancer? This is gonna make me cry. Sorry. Woo! But I found my answer, and I didn't have to look very far, and it came in the most unlikely format. I mean, I've always been an okay cook. Thank you. I've always been an okay cook. You guys, if you know me, you know that I cry a lot on periscopes, especially my inspirational moments. I'm fine, thank you. Yes, but sorry about that. I'm sorry, Betty Boop. But when I started looking inside about why me, and this took me a couple of years to start researching that and I always felt like there was a purpose for my cancer, but I did not know that it was this big. And I have seen the vision. And every time that you guys, and I'm not pulling at your heartstrings here, and you don't have to share a thing from me, but every time that every time that you guys share out, that you share with your followers, that you share a go-to kitchens recipe, that you share anything that me or any one of these wellness people is doing, you are helping us change millions of people's lives. And that is my goal. I want millions. I will not stop, and I will not be satisfied. I don't care if I'm living underneath a bridge. I will not stop, and I will not be satisfied until I have changed millions of people's lives. And that is my goal. I mean, that is my stated goal. Is like, I'm going to change millions of people's lives. And it's not me. I'm not doing it. It is the influence. It is the light that shines upon me that allows me to feed out to you guys, to feed everything back out to you. And that's, thank you. And that's my story. So I'm sticking to it. So when you're in the middle of a crisis, when you are in the middle of suffering, instead of asking, why me? Why does this have to happen? Why does this always happen to me? Instead of doing that, look inward, look inside of yourself and ask, why me? Why is this happening? Something's happening, and try to find the purpose. You're welcome. Well, thanks for that. But yes, so that is my purpose. That is what I'm put here on the planet for. And that's my inspirational moment for you guys. Thank you. That's very sweet for you to say, even with my running mascara. So, that's very sweet for you to say. So, I think Sherry was looking at cancer and thinking about sugar, and that's where that came from. And that's okay. I understand. Yes. And sugar should be done in, yes, you're welcome. And sugar should always be done in moderation, especially if you're battling any type of active cancer. You should avoid it like the plague. So I have no cancer in my body. I have the scans to prove it. So hi, it's good to see you. So there is no cancer in my body, and I fought it off and kept it out of my life. I had a very nasty little cancer that they said in 3 years would have spread to my entire body. And I was like, BS. That's not true. And I don't take your words. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking that on. Or they didn't say it would, they said it could. And I was like, no, not accepting that. I can change this. My body is organic, and I can change its path. I can change what's happening to it. And so I've taken that on. I avoid most sweets. So most of my sweets come in the form of a dark chocolate. So I'm not out seeking sweets. So I don't eat I don't drink any soda. I just broke a sweet tea habit it's been about 5 months ago. I'm from Texas, and I love sweet tea. You can ask my dad. I love sweet tea. I was used to drink a lot of it. I would drink probably a gallon in probably 2.5 days or so. So I was drinking a lot of sweet tea, but I do not do that anymore. So I think really the problem stems with, when we talk about sugar feeding cancer cells, I think that yeah, and I broke that habit with kombucha, actually. Kombucha helped me break that habit. That's okay, Janie. I mean, it's okay. It's fine, you know, but see, how beautiful is that he bought you an organic root beer. So I know we Texans do love our sweet tea. It's very true. It's very true. So, and every once in a while I'll have it. I mean, the only time I ever have it now, my brother-in-law, we were out in Tucson. We were just there for Thanksgiving, and I actually had a sweet tea, and he's like, Leslie, you can't do that. And I was like, no, I don't have it in the house. I just don't keep it in the house, but I do keep my sugar consumption to a very minimal. I eat very, very little sugar, but your right, smack. But your body does need some sugar to survive. So I try to keep it at about between 2 and 4 tablespoons of conventional sugar a day. That would be very, 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 very little compared to a normal diet. So yes. Yep, not in the house, always in moderation. I think they are, actually. I'm just kidding. My husband actually, we met in Texas, and he actually, oh, thank you, Janie. Janie's really pretty too. I watched her. Oh, okay. Big announcement. I have a big announcement. Janie, I'm going to call you out right now. This morning, for the first time ever, Janie, you'll see her pop up there. It's, I can't remember exactly. There she is. There she is. Follow Janie. It says right there, the awe. So yes, follow her. Sam and Janet, follow her. She did her first scope this morning. So everybody, round of applause for Janie. Janie, you did an amazing job. I was so proud of you. You were so real and so on spot of so many women that are struggling the same that you are struggling in their lives. And you're going to help so many women forward that effort. I already can see it in you. I can already see that light in you, that you're going to help so many women. There you go. There you go. Follow Janie. Yes, you're going to help so many women with their struggles, because you are just, it was just so real and honest. And I loved it. And I loved the part when you said, I don't know, you were going to tell a story, and you're like, no, I'm not going to tell that. I don't know you guys well enough yet. It's like, I love her. I love her. She's amazing. So yes, you guys go and follow Janie and encourage her in her scopes. So yes. So there you go. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I will be here tomorrow at noon Mountain Time. We're gonna make another candy. Tomorrow is actually a peanut butter candy. It has pecans and peanut butter and it's gonna be fabulous. And some chocolate. Use chocolate again. And some chocolate, and they are great to buy. Splat. They are great. And oh, thank you for saying that. That's very sweet. Bye, Mason. Here, I'll show you. Here's giant Mason. There, Karen. Whew. Karen, you almost went a whole scope without Mason. Poor little Mason. There, you got a Mason in though. Karen calls my mason jars, she just calls them Mason, Splat, and Microplane, which she's not named yet. I'm just waiting for a name for Microplane, so just plain old plain Microplane. Yeah, so please join me tonight in my broadcast with Dr. Christine. Like they're in the cabinet together and Splat's like talking to all the utensils. Stupid Mason. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Okay, so oh, awesome. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love my mason jars. You guys know that. I'm kind of a mason jar holic. They're all over my house. Robin, when I buy more, he's like, really? Really? We need more mason jars? And I'm like, we do. You can never have enough mason jars. He's like, it's a good thing they're cheap. I'm like, I know, they're so cheap and they're perfect. I love them. They're the perfect container. Okay, really, I'm leaving now. So you guys, it's because it's hot in here. I have on a wool sweater and I got pretty worked up with my inspirational moment. So yeah, I use mine to drink water out of. I use them all over the place. So yeah, I'm kind of a mason jar person. I use them for storage, Sherry. So, I mean, I try to, you can't see, but see these big glass containers back here? These are not mason jars, but I try to store everything in glass. So take it out of plastic. Bye. Thanks for being here. I try to store everything. This is our trail mix that we eat on a regular basis. So you guys just watch me make this, right? This is how much we've eaten since I made it. So, but yes, so I store our trail mix in here. I store all of my dry goods get put into there and taken out of plastic. All of my nuts, everything gets taken out and put into mason jars because the less time in plastic, the better. And they stay a lot longer because they seal up. Yeah, it is really good, but you don't need a lot of it. The trail mix, that trail mix, you just don't need a lot of it. You just need like a couple of like pinches out and you're very satisfied. So I know I love big glass containers. Oh, you love these? Oh, look at, okay, I'll show you. These are thrift store finds. No joke. I haven't even decided what I want to do with them. I'm going to brew kombucha in one of them. But these are our thrift store finds. They are like big gallon containers with these beautiful lids. They were $9 a piece at the thrift store. And Robin was like, isn't that kind of expensive? I was like, dude, at Pottery Barn or the Container Store, these would be like $30 a piece. So no, that's cheap. So I was just going to buy 2. And then he got to thinking about it. And he's like, you should just buy all 4. So metal is fine. Yep. Metal is fine. Yep. I don't mind metal. I just don't like plastic. So anything, paper, metal. I have some things in paper. Actually, I've taken it out of plastic because it didn't make sense and put it in paper. But paper, metal, glass, anything like that. I know they're like giant candy jars, actually. Ooh, I'm using these. When I take photos for the Peppermint Patties, guess what I'm using? These babies right here. I'm going to fill one of these up with those Peppermint Patties. So oh, really? Yeah. Oh, hi, Terry. It's good to see you. Is that Terry? Am I right? Is that you, Terry? Yes, I have a kombucha recipe that's really good. I'll be happy to share it with you. So, yes, for sure. Did I get that right? I think I have it right. It looks like you anyway. Shannon, oh, okay, sorry. I have a friend named Terry that your profile picture looks very much like his. So yes, I do have a kombucha recipe. It is not on my website. I need to get it on there. I've been waiting to do it until I actually brew my own kombucha. But I will tell you, there is a website, Whole Health Dana. So Whole Health Dana, WHOLE Health Dana. Go find her website. It's the same kombucha recipe that I'm going to use because she taught me how to make kombucha. Go find her and look on her website and see if she has it up. She has the most amazing kombucha recipe, and she's a stickler for details, which I think you need to be if you are a kombucha. Like, I'm hugging my jar like it's the best thing ever. I love this jar. But yes, go check it out. So, hey Chastity, it's good to see you. Okay, so soon, tonight by 10 p.m. we'll find out who the winner is. Yes, I will announce it tomorrow. Awesome. Thanks, Shannon. I will announce it tomorrow, and you guys will know who the winner is. Yes, very, very good. All right, you guys go out, have an amazing day. Enjoy your day. Get your Christmas shopping done. Make meals for your families. Look everybody in the eye and tell them thank you. Thank you for working these crazy holidays. I tell everybody that I come in contact with this time of year. So you need to take a photo, take a screenshot, right? And then share it out to Twitter. The one with the most hearts tonight wins. So on Twitter, you can favorite. So the one that has the most favorites wins. If there's a tiebreaker, Robin will break it. So I know you're following me on Twitter. So just screenshot. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Just screenshot it and share it out, and you could win Splat. Splat. I'll make you a funny face. You ready? I'm going to make you a funny face right now. Ready? I'm going to use it as a microphone. Ready? You ready? Ready, Janie? Here we go. Did you get it? Sorry. We're not cheating, by the way. Janie got here late, so you guys got it. Okay. Good for you. There's some more funny faces for you guys. So share out the best funny faces. The best one wins. You guys come see me tonight on my blab with Dr. Christine. It's going to be a hoot. It's a hoot. It's going to be a hootenanny. So you guys come and share your favorite Christmas stories. We will see you tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern on blab.im. Look for at the digestion doc. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it does. Stupid phone. All right, I can't wait to see the pictures you guys are tweeting out. I love you. Have an amazing day. Smile at strangers. Thank everybody that's working retail that you come in contact with today. You're welcome. It's nice to meet you, Shannon. Thanks. Be sure and thank everybody that's working retail for working these crazy holidays and being available so that you can buy Christmas presents and do all those kinds of crazy things that you do at the holidays. So be sure and thank everybody. Smile at a stranger. Maybe the only smile they see today. All right, love you guys. See you tomorrow. Or see you tonight. No, come tonight. I'll see you tonight. Bye. Thanks, Rosemary. Love ya.